Welcome back to season 2 of the Courtside podcast. In this week's episode, we dive into all the primetime games from last week, discuss how far I think the Detroit Pistons are going to be. We're also going to be talking about Luka and the Lakers and how they've been getting better and better and what their ceiling is, and a whole lot more. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that post notification bell, like this video, and comment down below how far you think the Lakers are going to go. And without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, kicking off the first primetime game, we got the Wolves and the Thunder. And my biggest takeaway from this game, granted happened last week, was how did the Thunder lose this game? Like it just, I think going into this game, the Wolves were the more unhealthier team, I would say. But anyway, peeking at the box score, Jaden McDaniels went crazy. He had 27 points. Nas Reed had 22 points. Anthony Edwards had 17 points. And it was actually their bench. Nikhil Alexander-Walker had 21. Terrence Shannon Jr. had 17. And Rob Dillingham had 12 points. Peeking at the Thunder, SGA had 39 points. Jalen Williams had 27 points. Casey Wallace had 12 points. And their bench was led by Aaron Wiggins with 19. Peeking at the next game, we got the Cavs and the Mavs. Cavs and the Magic. And if you want to know the definition of getting hoed, this was kind of the game to describe it. Like I feel like this game was not even close. The Cavs won, obviously, by a score of 122 to 82. Um, Biggest takeaway from this game was how good the Cavs are. Like, I mean, what can I say, man? Um, Evan Mobley had 17 points. Max Strus had 17 points. Don Mitchell had 11. Ty Jerome had 20 points. DeAndre Hunter had 17 points. And that's pretty much it for the Cavs. Peeking at the Magic, I mean, Paolo had 26 points. Franz Wagner had 19 points. And their bench was just non existent. Moving to the next game, we got arguably America's game of the week here, all right, which was the Lakers and the Mavericks. AD's first game against the Lakers, Luka's first game against the Mavs. You know this was going to be fun. And I got score updates from this game. This game was actually coming down to the wire, if I remember correctly. But anyway, peeking at this game right here. Clay Thompson had 22 points. Kyrie had 35 points. Max Christie had 10 points. And their bench was led by Najee Marshall and Spencer Dinwiddie with 9 points. Peeking at the Lakers, LeBron had 27 points. Rui had 15 points. Luka had 19 points. Austin Reeves had 20 points. And their bench was led by Jared Vanderbilt with 8 points. Next up, we got the Knicks and the Sixers. And honest to God, this game was a lot more competitive than I anticipated. I knew the Knicks were going to win because right now the Sixers right now are in a mess. But anyway, looking at the box score of this game, you can tell this game was coming down to the wire. But the Knicks won. But anyway, peeking at this game right here, box score of this game, Paul George had his best game as a Sixer. He had 25 points. Tyrese Maxey had 30 points despite shooting 0 for 10 from 3. Kelly Oubre Jr. had 27 points, and the bench was led by Justin Edwards with 6 points. Peeking at the Knicks, I mean, Mikal Bridges had 28 points. OG Anunoby had 16 points. Jalen Brunson had 34 points, and their bench was led by Precious Achiuwa with 7 points. Next game up, we got the Spurs and the Rockets battle the Texas showdown. Um, and the Rockets won. They continued to impress. And yeah, my biggest takeaway from this game right here was that the Rockets may look good. Hey, they have an amazing future. Their team is young. They're feisty, you know. But anyway, peeking at the box for this game, I mean, this is the first time I've seen all five starters not those double digits. Like the Vassell was the only starter who had 9 points. It was actually their bench. Their bench led all scores. Starting with Keldon Johnson and Stephon Castle, they each had 22 points. Julian Champagny had 11. Sandro Magmusa had 12, and Julian Champagny had 11. Yeah, I said that. Speaking at the Rockets, I mean, Amen Thompson, who's getting better and better, he had 25 points. Jalen Green had 21 points. Shangoon was held to 9 points, but it didn't matter. And wise old Jeff Green had 13 points. Next game up, we got the Nuggets and the Bucks. Oh my goodness. I picked Denver to win this one because I think before that um loss, they had like 10 straight wins, if I'm not mistaken. But the Bucks said we ain't having that. Um, the Bucks won by a score of 121 to 112. A lot of people said that this game was kind of a discerning factor on whether they should take the Nuggets seriously or not. But hey, I'll be the judge of that. So picking at the Nuggets, I mean, Nikola Jokic had 32 points. Jamal Murray had 20 points. Christian Brown had 13 points. Michael Porter Jr. had 12 points. And their bench was led by Julian Strawther and Russell Westbrook with 12 and 10 in their respective departments. Picking at the Bucks, Giannis was amazing. He had 28 points. Brook Lopez had 22 points. Dame had 19 points. Kyle Kuzma had 16 points. Torian Prince had 10 points. And Gary Trent Jr. led all bench scores on the Bucks with 15 points. Picking at the next game, we got the Timberwolves and the Lakers. Uh, my biggest takeaway was that, man, Anthony Edwards is needs to cool his head. And for the Lakers, I mean, what can you say? This team is just on a tear right now, which is kind of terrifying a little bit. But anyway, peeking at the box score of this game, Jaden McDaniels had 15 points. Anthony Edwards had 18 points. Mike Conley had 10 points. And their bench was led by Terrence Shannon with 25 points and Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 14 points. Peeking at the Lakers, I mean, Austin Reeves had 23 points. Luka Doncic had 21 points. LeBron had 33 points. Jackson Hayes had 11. And their bench was led by Jordan Goodwin with 7 points. Peeking at the next game, we got the Cavs and the Celtics. I think this is like when you think of America's game of the week, particularly if you watch football, it's like Cavs and the Celtics are like at the 1 o'clock game, and then like the what is it? The Lakers and the Mavs are like the 4:25 game. But anyway, the Cavs won this game, even though the Celtics were absolutely crazy in the beginning. Like I watched like the first quarter of that game, it was crazy. But anyway, peeking at the box score of this game right here for the Cavs. Evan Mobley had 17 points. Jared Allen had 10 points. Darius Garland 20 points. Donovan Mitchell had 41 points, and their bench was led by DeAndre Hunter with 12 points. Peaking at the Celtics, Jason Tatum had 46 points to go along with 16 rebounds and 9 assists. Jaylen Brown also went crazy. He had 37 points. Derek White had 16 points, and the bench was led by Payton Pritchard with 6 points. This is going to be a great series. If they match up in the Eastern Conference Finals, oh my Lord, I will literally. There's a lot of things I'll do. It's crazy. But anyway, speaking of the next game, we got the Clippers and the Lakers. This was actually, believe it or not, on Luka's birthday. How convenient. Where is but my biggest takeaway from this game was that this game was a lot closer than I anticipated it was. Like, I understand the Clippers, they've been a pretty good team as well, but like, you no lead is safe. But anyway, picking up the Clippers, Avita Zubats led all scorers with 27 points. James Harden had 18 points. Chris Dunn had 14 points. Kawhi Leonard, I feel like I haven't said that name before, had 21 points. And their bench was led by Bogdan Bogdanovic with 6 points. Peeking at the Lakers, I mean, LeBron had 28 points. Luka had 31 points, and it was just pretty much them. Like, their bench wasn't non-productive in it. I mean, Dalton Connect had 8 points, but that's pretty much it. Speaking of the next game, we got the Warriors and the Celtics. And honestly, wait, not Warriors Celtics, Warriors Sixers. Sorry about that, folks. But my biggest takeaway from this game right here was that the Warriors kind of have a flaw in a way that isn't bothersome to me, but like at the same time, it kind of is. But you know, hey, is it? It is what it is, man. Peaking at the Warriors, Steph had 29 points. Quentin Post had 16 points. Draymond Green had 13 points. Moses Moody had 10. And the bench was led by Kevon Looney with 10. Gui Santos with 14. And Gary Payton with 15 points. Speaking of the Sixers, I mean, Quentin Grimes, he had 44 points. Paul George had 17 points. Kelly Oubre Jr. had 20 points. Andre Drummond had 10 points. Tyrese Maxey was held to 5 points, and their bench was led by Gerson Yabusele with 18 points. Sorry if this is going slow, you guys. I apologize. It's just we're at the month where it's just there's so many primetime games, like it's undespicable. But anyway, peeking at the next game, we got the Nuggets and the Celtics. And honestly, as a non-Celtics fan, I was kind of scared because like I got a notification on my phone saying that like the Nuggets were keeping it close, but Celtics came away. Jamal Murray played well. He had 26 points. Nikola Jokic had 20 points. Russell Westbrook had 12. Christian Brown had 24 points. Michael Porter Jr. was held to 10 points, and their bench was led by Julian Strawher with 14 points. Peeking at the Celtics, Jaylen Brown had 22 points. Jason Tatum had 16 points. Derek White had 17 points. Al Horford with 19, and Peyton Pritchard had 11. Next game up, we got the Blazers and the Cavs. The first time I've seen the Blazers on prime time, or I could be wrong there. But anyway, my biggest takeaway from this game was that the Blazers, they're going to be fun to watch. Like as a Blazer fan, I'm happy for this team. They have a bright future. I'm honestly excited to see what they can do. You know, as you look at the box score right here, um, Tamani Kamara had 19 points. Denny had 30 points, along with 12 rebounds and 10 assists. Uh, Anthony Simons had 27 points. Shane Sharp had 18 points, and Scoot Henderson led all bench scores with 15 points. Peaking of the Cavs, I mean, DeAndre Hunter is like playing better and better, man. Like he had 32 points. Evan Mobley had 20 points. Max Strus had 14. Darius Garland had 13. Jared Allen had 12. And the bench was led by Ty Jerome with 25 points. Peaking at the next game, we got the Thunder and the Spurs. I think this is the first game without Wemby or Chet, which is kind of weird to say, you know? But anyway, this game was actually like crazy because I think what is it? The Spurs came out red hot from three, but then they kind of cooled down a little bit. But anyway, peeking at the Thunders, at Jalen Williams had 41 points. I think that's his career high. Shea had 31 points. Casey Wallace had 19 points, and Isaiah Hartenstein had 10 points. And their bench was led by Aaron Wiggins with 17 and Alex Caruso with 20. Yeah. Peaking at the Spurs, I mean, De'Aaron Fox had 20 points. Harrison Barnes had 14 points, and Vassell had 15 points. But their bench was led by Stephon Castle with 32 points. And Jeremy Sohan had 17 points. Oh, God, I didn't even know what's coming. Oh, man. We got the Wolves and the Suns. I don't want to do this game. Um, Biggest takeaway from this game was Anthony Edwards was like pissed off in this game because if you guys don't know or may know, Ant got suspended the last game because he reached his 16th technical foul. And if you know the NBA, if you get your 16th technical foul, it's an automatic 1 game suspension. But anyway, peeking at the next game, peeking at the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards had 44 points. Julius Randle 20 points. Jaden McDaniels had 13 points. And their bench was led by Dante DiVincenzo with 24 points. Peeking at the Suns, I mean, KD had 26. Bradley Beal had 18. Devin Booker had 17. And their bench was led by Tyus Jones who had 10 points. And that's honestly my biggest takeaway from this week's primetime. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. I apologize if it was really long. It's just we're in March, you guys. So once we hit April, then the primetime games will start. So now we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is the talking portion of it, and that is talking about the Detroit Pistons. You know, because obviously they've been playing a lot better as of late. I mean, they've been unsung heroes throughout this whole season. If you guys remember, the Pistons were miserably bad last year, and for some reason they had more wins than they did losses last year, which is kind of crazy. But realistically, where do I see this team? Because obviously, I think as of right now, I'm recording this video right now. They have a top 6 playoff seed right now. Honestly, I think this team is can't. I don't think they can win a playoff series, but I think they could potentially throw a red flag for some of the teams they have to compete against. Like I think if they match up, I think they're going to be matched up with the Bucks in the first round if the playoffs start today. Yeah, I think they're gonna cause a problem for the Bucks in the aspect of they are going to be one of those teams where they're going to showcase a red flag on their team. Like, yes, the better team, like the Bucks, for instance, won won this playoff series, but there's a giant problem with the Milwaukee Bucks or like whoever they play to, you know. But yeah, I think this team right now is they're young, they're hungry, and I gotta give credit to Jay Bickerstaff. This guy's done an exceptional job with his team. You know, Cade Cunningham looks amazing. I love Cade Cunningham. I think this isn't far from over from this team. I think this team's gonna be rock solid in the upcoming years. What are you guys' thoughts on the Pistons? Let me know in the comment section below. And that brings us to our next segment, which is the Lakers. You know, a lot of people are discussing what is The Lakers is which is where do I see this team? Because as maybe you guys know, Luka LeBron James. I know it sounds really weird for me to say, but like this trade still doesn't make sense to me at all to this day. And I know that sounds crazy, but as we look at the standings right now in the Western Conference, the Lakers they're on a tear. They've won six straight. They're right now second in the Western Conference right now, which is crazy to believe. A lot of people are saying that the Lakers are going to make the finals. They could they could win the whole thing, all that good stuff. Realistically, if I'm gonna be totally honest with you, like I think this team is maybe a second round exit. Like, all right, obviously we got Luca and LeBron, who are great players in the postseason. Luca, obviously, with what he did last year, overcoming a lot, playing against the Clippers, the Thunder, the Wolves, and the Celtics. And LeBron, we know what LeBron is like. He's a metahuman. But realistically, this ceiling, I still don't think they could win it all just because they don't have a big on their team. I know people are saying, "Oh, Kean, we have Jackson Hayes, we have Alex on your team." That's not gonna work when you have to go up against Jokic, Jaren Jackson Jr., Alperen Şengün, and I understand like Şengün is doing really well, but like is not like a threat. I'm saying, but like, come on. But right now, I think this team is legitimately a second round exit. I think they can win it all, but I just think the fact that they just did not get a center in the trade deadline is gonna bite them right in the ass. But that's just me. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Where do you see this Lakers team come postseason time? Can they win it all this year, or will it be the field? Let me know in the comment section below. Transitioning to our next segment, we are going to be doing our courtside hierarchy ranking for week number 21. Crazy I'm saying that, but anyway, it is what it is. So starting off with number 10, I still think the Warriors are still a top 10 team in this league. I know they lost against Philly, but like you win some, you lose some, man. I have them at number 10. Number 9, I'm gonna actually go the I'm gonna go with the Orlando Magic. I know they've been struggling as of late. Like defensively, they've been great, but offensively, it just looks kind of plain. But like, I think once this team is fully healthy, they could make some noise. Number 8, I'm gonna put the Lakers up here. I know people are gonna say, "But Keem, they're second in the Western Conference." Yeah, I know, but like, they've had some sort of like a light schedule the last past couple games. Number 7, I will take. Memphis Grizzlies, man, they've been balling out this year. They've looked amazing. Ja looks great. Triple J looks amazing. Like this team is bound to make some noise in the Western Conference. Number 6, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. I just think Dame and Giannis they've been playing so well together. I do worry about their depth, but look, as long as Dame and Giannis are healthy, they could do some serious damage. Number 5, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets, man. They've been playing really well as of late. I understand they've been kind of weird as of late, but you can't discount Nikola Jokic. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I understand they've been really funky because they can't beat a good team. They're like the Cowboys of 2023, 24 in the aspect of they'll beat up on bad teams, but they can't beat the good teams. Number 3, I got the Celtics at number 3. Look, they've been playing really well as of late. I do worry that they're too heavily reliant on the 3 at times, but they're the champs. Number 2, I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've been playing really well as of late. They haven't been at full strength, which is kind of crazy to say. But I think once they come in full strength, they're going to be a monster when healthy. And number 1, I'm going to take the Cavs at the number 1 spot. I think what they're doing right now is special. A lot of people are saying they can win the East, so we'll see. But anyway, that's my top 10 teams. I got the Warriors at 10, the Magic at 9, the Lakers are 8, number 7 is the Grizzlies, 6 is the Bucks, 5 is the Nuggets, 4 is the Knicks, 3 is the Celtics, 2 is the Thunder, and number 1 is the Cavs. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, moving on to our next segment. We're gonna do our primetime picks for this week, and I'm sorry, but there's like so many primetime games. But anyway, we got the Thunder and the Rockets. It's always a good matchup when these two play against each other. I am going to take the better team. I am going to take the Thunder in this one. If I could just click it. I don't know why I'm. All right. All right. We got the Thunder. I am going to take the Thunder in this one. I just think the Thunder are the much better team. Warriors, Knicks. I'm actually going to go with the Warriors in this one. The Knicks are banged up right now. If the Knicks were healthy, I would take the Knicks, but right now I'm going to take the Warriors. Clippers, Suns. I am going to take the Suns. They're a little bit disappointed from last night's game. I think they bounced back. Heat, Cavs. I'm going to take the Cavs in this one. Mavs, Bucks. This would have been a great primetime game, but I'm going to take the Bucks. Sixers, Celtics. Take the Celtics. Knicks, Lakers. This is where I take the Knicks here. I think Jalen Brunson is going to get it done. Grizzlies, Mavs. I will take the Grizzlies. You know, Suns, Nuggets. I'm gonna ride with the Nuggets in this one. I do think the Suns can keep it close, but Lakers, Celtics. Jeez, already this is a primetime game. I'm gonna take the Celtics though. I think they're their team. Nuggets, Thunder. I'm gonna take the Nuggets. Suns, Mavs. I'm gonna take the Suns. I think they're the better team. Grizzlies, Pelicans. This is a good one. I am gonna take the Grizzlies though to win this game. You know, Kings, Clippers, I will take the Clippers. So those are my primetime picks for week number 21. Let me know in the comment section about what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoy this video because I kind of enjoy making it. If you did, please give a like, subscribe, turn that post notification bell. For my Keenly Lee Show supporters out there, I might drop my off-season needs for every NFL team either Wednesday or maybe Thursday this week. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll do it Friday. I haven't decided yet. But with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, stay warm. All right. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.